Hello and welcome to Flexline Media coverage of the men's final round of the Christchurch Disc Golf League 2020. We're in the back nine. My name is Chris.
And I'm Jamie.
Of course, we have to thank these sponsors, NZDSS, Kingfisher Fitness and Gecko Sports, for supporting the league.
Yeah, fantastic. Without their support and help, we wouldn't be continually grow as much as we are.
Yeah, they've done a great job. Here we have our final lead card through 9 holes. Ashton and Zach tied up.
Amazing effort. After, 27 holes, they find themselves neck and neck.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome battle heading into this back nine. We see Gregor in third position with 3 down for the day, and Isaac in fourth with 2 down. Heading into hole 10, par 3, 72 metres. Quite a tricky fairway this one. It's pushed back to the side of the path. Got the mandatory tree on the right-hand side. And the hill to contend with.
The hill to contend with, and it's surrounded by out of bounds with paths circling the entire hole.
Yeah, we'll see how this lead card handles this tricky fairway. Got Ashton opting for the turnover. Played this really nicely, and he's gone long.
Wow, lucky kick from that tree there.
Just catching up on the tree, just behind the basket. He'll definitely be in range for a putt. He's been playing well. Gregor also opting for the turnover, and this looks fantastic.
Snuck through the gap, and what a shot.
Yeah, he'll be putting just up to the basket. It's better to be on that side, I would have to say. Less scary.
Yeah, putting up the hill's definitely, for me, a lot easier than trying to go down the hill.
Oh, Isaac.
What a shot.
That was lovely. Played that hole to perfection.
You see Zach there with a sidearm.
Yeah, he's got quite a comfortable sidearm, unfortunately, just catching the top of that hill, which is where a lot of drives end up. But should be able to give it a bit of a run, I reckon.
Bit of a run. He's just slightly to the left there, so one of the trees on the right-hand side doesn't come into play. And that's exactly what he does.
Just missing the basket. And he's almost OB.
Almost out of bounds.
Yeah. He's going to have a tricky putt coming back. Not starting his back nine as comfortably as he would want, I'm sure. And that wind.
That wind. It's just circling around.
Oh, unlucky. And this has got to sit. Curls
It's
up.
got to fall over.
Yep. That's all right, unfortunately. Gonna probably have to settle for the bogey to start the back nine. Ashton will want to make some moves. And he does.
He does so.
Yep. Wow.
Good, confident putting.
Yep.
I think the nerves of the camera and everything now is starting to settle in.
Yep. You can see the hole behind.
The chase card, yep.
Yep, watching on. No pressure at all. Gregor getting a nice birdie there. And Isaac should do the same if he can fight through this wind. Yep.
No problem at all.
Unlucky for Zach.
Picking up that bogey.
That's all right. He'll bounce back. He's got a good mental game, so should be all right. Heading further into this back nine. Hole 11, par 3, 95 metres. This one's tricky from the elevated tee pad. Just that little bit extra angle and distance.
Yep, creates a nice wee pathway through the trees, but you need to get it spot on.
Yeah. 2 fairways, one straight up the middle through the tunnel, and one you can
Flip one over and go down that left line.
Yeah,
there.
or the right line if you want to play with the OB as well. Looks like Ashton's just hit a tree and he's in a tricky spot. He's going to be pinched off by a couple of trees. And this looks good from Gregor.
This looks very good. Nice wee drop. And
yeah, he's up there.
Made
Probably,
it through.
Yeah, going to have a tree in front of him. But he got up the fairway, which is all you can ask for.
He's got to look at the basket.
Yeah. I think Isaac, he's opting for that right-hand fairway. And he's going to want this to
Skip
come
around.
down. Yep. Oh, he gets a good skip and hits a tree, rolls back. Unlucky. But he's going to have a clear look at the basket. He's probably back pin high, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, he's got some
Incredible
good distance
shot.
on that one. Let's see which route Zach decides to take. Yeah,
he's going for that far right as well.
Yeah, the right-hand fairway. He's going to want this hyzer quick.
Oh, stuck in that bush and unfortunately out of bounds.
Risky and, not a great start for his back nine, sorry. Nice touchy upshot from Ashton.
A little bit long, but he'll be able to get that back.
Yeah, Zach went out of bounds a little bit early here. That was a good upshot, though.
That was a great upshot.
Yeah.
A little bit of work to do.
Yep.
Low hanging branch there to contend with, and then Gregor just playing it safe.
Here we have Isaac with a long look. He'll probably be just outside the circle's edge.
Oh, that's unlucky. I didn't even see that branch.
Camouflaged. I don't think that Isaac saw it either.
Jumped out of nowhere.
Yeah, just beating his putt down. Oh,
that's
Ashton.
An unlucky putt.
Not converting. There we go. Isaac, nice confident putt for his par. Hopefully he'll be able to get a few more in the basket through this back nine.
Yep.
Yeah, just wasn't quite converting on the front nine. 2 bogeys to start for Zach. He's going to have to sharpen up if he wants to keep
in the race.
Yeah, keeping the race. But
lucky for Zach, Ashton got the bogey as well.
Sometimes that works in your favour. Hole 12, quite a scenic hole, heading over the water here. Par 3, 56 metres, so not too long, but you really want to hit the gap between the hill and the trees.
Yeah.
Just fall into this top section. You don't want to go too long as well, because you can slide under the fence if you're unlucky.
Yeah.
Ooh, Gregor hitting an air pocket and just his disc falling down into the bushes there, so he'll still have a good putt. That's a confident drive.
Good drive from Isaac.
Yeah.
Didn't quite fade as much as he'd expect, but he's up there.
Yep, he'll have a nice look for birdie. Ashton, this is a good line as well.
You can just see how the wind's playing with the discs as it's flying over the pond there.
Yeah, it was definitely swirling. And Zach on the sidearm. And this is looking great.
That's a fantastic shot. Just sneak under.
Oh.
What a shot.
That was online the entire way. We got a replay just to take a look at it.
That was fantastic.
Look at this.
Just pushing its way through the branch there. Oh.
I reckon if that didn't hit the branch, that would have had enough height.
Oh, easy.
And I reckon that was going to go in the basket. So a great drive from Zach. Unlucky that those branches were in there, but
great putt.
Yeah.
What an up putt there.
That's a really tricky putt from those bushes, just to get the extra height needed.
Oh, Isaac again.
Yeah. Getting these splash outs, just a little bit weak side, unfortunate.
Ashton, nice confident putt straight into the butt chains there.
And also Zach getting the birdie. That can be a pretty scary putt heading back towards the pond down that slope.
Yes, especially with what happened to him on one of the holes in the front nine there, hitting the rim and rolling away.
And here we have our leaderboard check-in through 12 holes. We see Ashton out to a 2-stroke overall lead over Zach.
Yeah, and then the only other change that I notice here is Louis is bumped up to 5th there, pushing Phil down to 6th.
Yeah, good effort from Louis, putting the pressure on. Heading into hole 13, par 3, 54 metres. We have the double Mando on this hole, making it very tight. Those 2 trees constricting the fairway, but in terms of distance, not too bad.
Not too bad. The tee pad's kind of set out for a different sort of shot, so the angle of the tee pad plays a little bit of factor as well to this.
Gregor puring the gap, and this is looking great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Getting a kick off the tree, and he's gone a little bit deep into these bushes, but it's not a bad spot to be.
Not a bad spot. And then Ashton.
Oh, he's got to watch out here.
Did that just go through there?
How did that get
through?
And
please tell me
bushes.
there's a replay on that one. There's got to be a replay. Oh, wow.
Just look at this appear.
Oh, I don't think you could do that again if you tried.
I reckon that's 1 in a million. And even this kick out from the bushes, it's so uncommon that a disc would bounce out of that, because that bush is just a disc vacuum. Bounces out, and he's going to have a really easy tap in.
What an amazing shot. There were millimetres in there.
Yeah. We had Simon Doris following this card, and he tested a disc through that gap and he couldn't even reach high enough to get it through. He reckons there was a millimetre on either side.
That's fantastic. Nice safe shot there by Zach,
Yeah.
straight up the middle.
Sliding up.
Short. Oh.
And that was probably a lucky kick for Isaac there, because I think he's, just inside the Mando.
Yeah.
So he won't lose a stroke for that one. But he'll probably just have to lay out for par. Yep.
Yeah, looked like it was a slightly early release than he
Yeah.
wanted. Just taking that narrow gap there. Here's Gregor trying to find a position to for his birdie putt.
Couple of leaves in his way, but converts nicely.
Beautiful.
From the knee.
Very happy with that.
Yeah, and he started really well in this back nine with the 3 birdies.
Zach picking up another birdie. That's, yep. Bouncing back from his 2 bogeys, 2 birdies.
Yeah. I mean, this... Oh.
Ooh. That's an unlucky
Isaac
putt with an unlucky roll.
drawing metal all over the place, but just not converting. He's usually got such a strong putt with that keystone. As I was saying, this string of holes, kind of 12 through 14, you really want to be picking up birdies because it's quite an easy, scoreable section of the course.
It is. It definitely is. With the Mando on 13 makes it a little bit trickier.
Yep.
But yeah, most players do expect to pick up the trainer birdies there.
Hole 14, par 3, 71 metres. Bit of a blind tee shot. Just moved back from the regular tee into the left. Just going to trust an overstable disc to get out there, probably mid-range.
Yeah. Hope you don't go too long. You've got the out of bounds of the path going up the hill, as well as the road and things there that you can see in the background.
Yeah, so the good play is just to push it out quite confidently to the right and just have it hyzer back and hopefully land in the peninsula. Gregor looks like he's sawing this off a bit early.
Thankfully, you got underneath the branches and slide on through.
Yeah, probably a bit of a misrelease, but it works out well for him. Keeps it low.
Oh, that's a very unlucky kick. And there's that path that I was talking about before. Unfortunately, out of bounds.
Yeah, Ashton getting those early trees. Chance for Zach to make up a stroke. This looks great.
Oh, that's an unlucky kick. Oh, almost.
Just in bounds. Wow. Nice rip from Isaac, but
unlucky to catch that little bit of branch there.
Just getting those beaten down from those trees that Gregor was fortunate enough to get underneath. So as you can see, it's all about your height, watching your height and making sure you're on the right line. Ashton with a great upshot. Bit of a friendly kick.
Yeah, Ashton did very well to bring it up the hill there.
Just looks like a bit of an up from Isaac. Touch short, but you'd hope he can putt this. Long putt from Zach.
Oh, just dropping down.
Yeah.
It's a very scary putt from there. You've got the hill to try and throw high up, and then you've also got the very short backdrop there before OB kicks in.
Only about 2 or 3 metres off the basket. That's a great bogey save from Ashton.
Very good bogey save, yeah. Oh, Gregor just... I don't know what happened there. He's asking the questions.
I don't know. It's like my hand wasn't mine anymore all of a sudden.
lost control of his hand.
Somebody else took it over.
Isaac cleaning up his par. Hopefully Gregor can figure out what went wrong and...
Maybe you should convert to the left hand and hopefully he owns that one.
Yeah. And another par for Zach.
Gregor skipping round to save for the par.
Yeah.
Made sure of that one. Here we have hole 15. Just the standard tee pad there. Over the road to the left is out of bounds, and you've also got that tree line to the right there. So it's a tough shot because it funnels down towards the basket there. But essentially, if you just let it go straight, you should have nothing to worry about.
That's exactly right. Traditionally quite a difficult hole at Jelly Park. We'll see how these players attack it. And this looks a little bit right-hand side from Gregor, but I think that was a kick off a tree.
Nice wee kick from the tree there, bring him out centre. It's quite tough this hole because the wind likes to go from different directions.
Looks fairly calm as the players are playing it today, and what a great shot from Zach.
That is fantastic.
That is exactly the shape you want to play on this hole. Just a beautiful turnover. Basically, aim straight for that tree and just hope for that late turn.
Yep.
And then trust that it'll fade in.
Yeah. Always got to have faith in that you're picking the right disc for the hole there.
Let's see how Isaac approaches this drive. Very confident. Keeps it low.
Very low.
Using that ground, because you can trust it. It's pretty slippery with those pine needles, so you can trust it to slide up a little bit.
Yep, there's a couple of tree roots closer to the tree line that can kick out a bit.
Yeah.
But
And this looks pretty good from Ashton. He wants it to go left. I don't think he kicked OB, so he'll be putting from just the base of those trees. Long look for Gregor.
oh, good
on
run.
line.
Very, very brave to run from where he was.
Here's Ashton, easily within his range.
And just
Just
drops too short.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just so difficult with that OB behind.
Yeah,
It's
it
really
definitely
risky to
plays
run
on
it.
your mind.
Yeah.
You don't want to overshoot it too much.
Yeah,
Cost yourself another shot there. Here's Zach for his birdie. That was an incredible drive.
yeah. This is a birdie that you really want to be getting. Yeah,
Makes no
great
mistake.
work, Zach. Nice one. Putting the pressure on Ashton. Tied up again. 10 down apiece. And we see Gregor 6 down, so he's pushing
he's
away
playing
from
a
Isaac.
very solid
Yeah.
back nine.
Yep.
What do we got there? 3 birdies
Yeah.
and 3 pars.
Great. Yeah, great start.
So with that hole, we've got Ashton and Zach back to tied for first, and then we see Louis dropping down to 7th there.
And Phil and Isaac also tied for 4th, so
Good battle amongst the 2 cards.
yeah, definitely a bit of intermingling between the cards. Here we are onto hole 16, par 4, longest hole on the course, 135 metres. It's really placement drive. You want to end up about the tee-pad location for hole 15, and then pitch out over the OB road and hopefully land somewhere on the green.
Somewhere on the green. It's throw and hope.
Yeah, it's a really tricky hole. Very few birdies. Zach on the box. Going to backhand, which is an interesting play.
Yeah, normally you would see Zach opt for his forehand when he's trying to get some distance.
Possibly a bit worried about the OB to the right, but yeah, catching a tree there. Not the greatest drive from him. Gregor with the roller,
Wow,
which I was surprised to see, but
Yeah, we don't see many rollers out there on the course.
he's
That's a good
got
roller.
that in a great position. Yeah, that was a joy to watch. So I'm really pleased that Gregor threw that. That was wonderful.
Beautiful rip there by Isaac. Just coming down. Thankfully, it hit the ground on that slight angle, so it rolled round and instead of skipping into OB there.
He's in a good position. And this is like a mid or a putter
That's a
maybe
putter.
from Ashton.
That's
and he is playing this purely positional. And he's gone a little bit left.
Yeah, a little bit more left than he wanted.
Not quite enough commitment. He's probably going to be about the same position from the regular tee. And here we have Zach opting for the forehand, and he's yanked that a bit left.
Yeah, just collecting that tree there on the left.
Not happy with that drive. Ashton probably going for the turnover. This is looking good.
Made it through the gap. Beautiful.
In the open, he'll be playing this for par. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, just
Isaac
snuck through that gap. I had to hold my breath.
finding a really small gap.
Fantastic.
And he is
He's inside the circle.
inside the circle, which is phenomenal. Great effort from Isaac. We are getting blinded by Gregor's disc as he puts a bit of Anheuser on it, but not quite enough to fight it out.
Faded
And-
a bit much, and that's going to be
This
close.
is going to be a very tough
Now,
call.
the OB here is actually the rope line rather than the rope.
Who's this?
And as you see there, I'm just trying to connect it back together, put it together, just so that way we can make a call on what it looks like. Initial thought was it's fairly close. You could kind of see a gap of separation, but to the light, the sun, it was just hard to tell. So got to make sure I get that measuring stick out. You might have seen me use the same technique in the women's final.
Yeah, it's your tool of choice, and unfortunately that was OB for Gregor, so bit unlucky there. Didn't quite have enough to roll back inbounds. Oh, Zach catching a bit of branch, and he's just landed on the top of the hill there, so he'll have a scary putt.
Thankfully, it skid across the road rather than hitting that pole and staying on.
Yeah. Ashton with a step putt. And that'll be a tap in for his par. And yeah, Gregor not going back in bounds, so he's actually got a fairly close up shot. But yeah, he's going to have to settle for a double bogey, looks like.
It's always got to hurt. It is one of the hardest holes on this course.
Zach with a scary putt. This is where I always end up playing this hole, on this little plateau, putting down towards the bushes, which is quite scary. But Zach, such a confident putt.
Yeah, cool, calm, collected, just nothing but chains. And we've actually got Isaac putting for birdie.
Yeah.
It's quite a rare thing to see on this hole. And making it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, excellent to see. He's been having a bit of a rough round with his putts, but converting that time. And we also only had one other birdie for the entire day, and that was in round 1, Louis Stridham.
Wow.
So this hole causing some problems for our lead card. That was, only a bogey for Gregor. So
only a bogey. Yeah.
Not as bad.
Unfortunately, it did ruin his bogey-free back 9.
That is true.
Right up to that hole.
It's a tough one. Hole 17, par 3, 60 metres. Just down the hill here, you've got to watch out for the OB long of the basket, but most players will be opting for the forehand.
Yep.
Just pushing it out high, hoping that it falls down into the slope and parking up by the basket.
The key to this hole is ensuring you get across the road, as it is a hazard hole. So anything that was on the tee pad side of the hole adds a stroke penalty.
And this is a great tee shot from Isaac.
Fantastic.
Just a great example of trusting your disc, pushing it out, and having that hyzer coming back, skipping off the sloping green, rolling in.
Coming around, solid forehand.
Beautiful. Won't have any putting problems there.
We hope. Zach opting for his forehand again, and pretty much. Oh, did that? That was close.
Yeah, I think from your perspective, it flashed the chains. You were down there.
It was very, very close.
Yeah, just a touch short.
Just a touch short.
And this is nice and wide from Ashton. 3 really good drives. Yeah, perfect.
No pressure for Gregor.
Yeah, well, Gregor's opting for the turnover, but he's also kept it nice and wide.
And it's
maybe a touch more direct,
nice.
But yeah.
Skids right there, though, inside the circle.
Yep. And, wow, he...
no time wasted there.
Wanted to get his putt in.
Yeah.
Gets the birdie, which is all that matters for him. Just a little bit of speed of play, I think. I was quick to react. Zach, this is important because we're tied up, Ashton and Zach, so he's going to really have to get this to ensure that he puts the pressure on.
Oh, and that's not
short.
what he wanted.
No. So
2 holes to go, you don't want to be dropping a shot.
Assuming Ashton converts, which he does. Wow, going to be going into the last hole, a stroke up, Ashton. So the pressure's on for the Zach.
And then Isaac just tapping it in for his birdie. That was an incredible drive. So we've got the final hole here. Last hole for the tournament. 53 metre, par 3. Nice, simple. You got a wee creek there. Thankfully, it's generally dry. And then obviously the road to contend with, but most people make it over there. You got the bus stop in the background, as well as the parked cars, so you don't want to go too high. And here's the players now just, congratulating themselves.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't believe anybody actually knows where they're sitting, so it was a good round to watch.
Such a great hole to finish up on. Usually there's a fairly decent gallery, but for the women's there was. Not sure why they didn't come out for the guys, but that's all right. I think we have Paul Deacon on the right side by himself. sole gallery. Ashton
finding the tree.
So putting a bit of pressure on himself for this final putt. Obviously with Zach hot on his heels. This is beautiful from Gregor.
Nice we touch off that branch too to straighten it up toward the basket there.
Lovely. And he gets a replay as well, sharing the love.
Look at that. With a shot like that, it deserves a replay.
Yep. Just trusting the hyzer of his disc, tickling the branch.
Yeah, giving it a wee high five as it scoots around.
Rewarding him. The tree was like, great shot, Gregor.
Yeah,
I'm
proud
gonna
of you, mate.
Yeah, nice effort. And Zach having to make a birdie to even have a chance of tying it up and forcing the playoff, and that's pretty good.
That's very good. That's going to put a lot of pressure on Ashton down in the creek there to make that putt.
Certainly. Very exciting finish coming down to the last couple of putts.
And as you can hear now, the wind's starting to pick up.
Yeah, so going to put doubt in the players' minds.
Great run there by Isaac.
Long run for Isaac. He'll be tapping in his par, you'd expect, for his last hole. And here is Ashton. He's going to have to make this to ensure his win.
Oh, fantastic. What a way to finish it.
Great putt from Ashton. Such good confidence. Catching high on the chains. Trusting it the whole way in.
And just dropping down.
Yeah. So there you have it. Not much more Zach can do.
No, I think that definitely closes out the 2020 Christchurch Disc Golf Men's Final.
Unfortunately, Isaac, drawing the cage there, hasn't really had his putt on today, which isn't great, but it's all right. He's performed well.
Very well. He should be very proud of himself. Coming from the Youth League last year, stepping up and making it to the league card of the men's finals. Fantastic effort.
Gregor finishing up with the birdie, so it's a good performance. Almost error-free. That bogey was the only error, unfortunately. Great fight from all the players.
That was sensational, especially to watch at this end. Being able to see how close it came down to. The last two holes, they were neck and neck. And then Ashton just taking the lead in hole 17, smashing putt on hole 18 to hold on to that lead, claim the win. Well done. Well done to all the players that played today.
Here we have the final results. Finishing up the Christchurch Men's Disc Golf League, Ashton taking it out with an overall score of 12 under par, just beating Zach, who finished on 11 down.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see what next year brings and epic battles that come forth from there.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic league. Congratulations to yourself for pulling it off, Jamie. It's always awesome to watch these players do their best throughout the season.
Yeah, I do it for the moments like this, seeing new players, old players, everybody getting together and just really having a good game of golf, enjoying themselves.
That's it. Well, I'm sure you would agree if you're keen on playing disc golf in Christchurch. Join up next year because it's always a good battle.
Yep, find us on Facebook, Christchurch Disc Golf League, and I'll be there to answer any questions.
Thanks so much for joining us on the coverage, Jamie.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.
See you later.